Public can go face.
No face, la la la.
Yes, yeah, come on it. Brasa so ya kwa monani anano pay the foreign news ya bwana ngaba betuja de matefu omutie show na anano pay live on Sompa TV, live on Sompa 93.1 FM, live on Sompa 93.1 FM on Facebook and pay latest ni nano so ngaba betuja na mami mfontu onim se na La Liga games adu pinano ebetu so nganya baso about 5 pm adiatie ene se Lehani still na Barcelona sanso ngana Osasuna boboko no homo so ngabo Sevilla anu abra 5:30 abo alati komodi team no ngabo Ryan Vaikano anu abra 7:30 abo nana dwi ana sage na baso sanso ana Real Betis team no ngabo Real Valladolid ni nano aya abra 7:30 abo nana dwi ana sage games na baso awon sensemi nano ya den ngane so ma ya tiefo enano pai ewo dwumade so ni nano enso ngade etodwa na mami fontu onim se ngoko bansa abra tiefo Lami Yama mami fontu dwa sa yese bansa team no go so ene Lami Yama edin komose kwambia so no wombetim so ngai stand the contract no until 2031 and bansa team ne pese abra tiefo Lami Yama no wombetim so ngane transna wotim so stand the contract no enso ngade ma abra tiefo se Lami Yama me no kasai yese komode ne gusu kwani mu ye panti san bibia sesa Lami Yama ebesan contract extension de ma bansa team no until 2031 no ngai diaba edi san 70 na no enso ngade ma modwade so na no mami fon to just almost sasa de ne betim so ngai possible adi se abran tiefo se Lami Yama anya 18 years no edi to dwa edi san sam no enso ngade ma munti se Lami Yama enya 18 years per bansa team no ebetim so ngai stand contract no until 2031 no enso ngade ba edi san semina no enso ngade matiefo ewo dwumade so ni na no enso ngade to dwa na Mikel Teta aya manager dem Arsenal boboko no mami mfontu da sa ngodi atuda sa Arsenal supporters ni na no nyankopon ya duma game Arsenal team no ene Paris Saint-Germain ngebo ewo UEFA Champions League ne no Mikel Teta sa Arsenal supporters ni na no sa game Arsenal football no was supporters no ebetima di mutintima yepa and sa game eba so on Tuesday no mami mfontu da sa Mikel Teta sa ngodi to Arsenal supporters ne nim sa obia emfa ne boot mra wo ba na do shin pass ana fe short ane chasem t-shirt nyana eba na mse Nyankopon ya aduma Tuesday abna Arsenal boboko no anso no ane Paris Saint-Germain ebo no eye game a omfa ni agrokura na omni na chi na omo ye ready for Paris Saint-Germain eno na sema Arsenal manager for say Mikel Arteta dia tudua ana pede san seminar no enso ngade mamo awo dwumade no so na opanye fa say Eddie Howe say wo ye manager Edema Newcastle na te boboko no panyi no on say onya pneumonia entina na say Newcastle team no mu si akan na opanye fa say Eddie Howe no on say on tank bench and for Newcastle United team no anope ma me fon to the say yesem opanye fa say Eddie Howe watin so na recover on games akani na no wo betin so na hyase na watena bench so no hade ma Newcastle United boboko na no enso na de todua ena no president sansam no enso na de mamo ewo dwumade no so Nyankopon ya adoma Saturday ena classico ne todua na sa classico we no ye Copa del Rey grand finale a bonse team no enso na ne Real Madrid team no enso na de boni anya grokra na sa match ne yam front todua sem Pepe onza we former player ngade mama de boboko no Pepe si yam front todua sa Nyankopon ya adoma ade sa Madrid team no ebetin so na de Copa del Rey no ade asi wo mna so se ban se Madrid team no se nomu sia kan wo fanasa eya na omu ye different team te owenim se Nyankopon ya adoma Saturday Madrid team no ebetin so no ade Copa del Rey no enso de asi wo mna so no enso na sema Pepe hono so de atuja na no pe ye de sensemi no enso na de mamo ewo dwumade no so na anope ye beka chiosam Victor Osimhen osia kan enso ngade ma Galatasaray team no on loan from Napoli boboko no ya ka chiosam Manchester United team no ngamu we anim sa Nyankopon ya duma anka sama transfer no ni bia hombetin so ngafa Victor Osimhen enso anope report o men say kan sa Napoli fonisika ngamu demandia eno be 70 million euros no eno nanya dia ebetin so amakwan ama Manchester United team no homo so ngakova brantia ye phone say Victor Osimhen ti dia metia and say ngabrante phone say Victor Osimhen no Manchester United team say Nyankopon na ya duma sama transfer ni bia anya de sabrante phone say Victor Osimhen no hombetin so ngadi na chibia no enso ngadi todua ena no pedi san semina no enso ngadi mamo ewo dwumade so ni na no enso ngadi todua na mama phone to the say Frank Zambo Anguissa ye play osia kan Edema Napoli boboko mami fon to that yeso ko Premier League ni ma team Saudi pina no enso na pe Frank Zambo Anguissa osia kan Edema Napoli boboko no na no pe report I mean say kan say yeso boni hwenim say Nyankopon na ya duma sama transfer ni pia kwambia so no brantie fon say Frank Anguissa no ebetin so na danani header free Napoli boboko no makwa ye de sansama de mamo de beto dwan say yeso Saudi Arabian clubs in ano enso nga pa brantia ye phone say Frank Zambo Anguissa osia kan Edema Napoli boboko na de sansemi na no enso nga de mamo enti de to dwan say summer time for any bia kwambia so Napoli team no ebetim so nga ton boy no amba mo bonde timako no enso nga de ba ye de sansemi na no enso nga ba na ban se team ni enfant to da say Marcus Rashford osia kan Edema Aston Villa boboko na obo loan from Manchester United boboko no yemfon to the say ban se team no monitor brantie phone say Marcus Rashford yepa na se bibia sesa na sama time for ni bia team phone say ban sa phone ba kwakwa say na bia brantie phone say Marcus Rashford no homo sabet makana hombetim so ngafabo no amana be sia kan enso ngade ma ban sa boboko no ya de sansemi na no enso ngade mamo wo dwumade so ni na no enso ngade todwa na mami fon to this Federico Chiesa hansan ngobulon hanso ngade matima fon sa ngano ay Liverpool team no ha chasanya grokra na mami fon to this hansan abrantia no Nyankopon ya duma season and dia yem fon to da sa yase boy no ono so ngashase onya offers from Sira no manya grokra na mami fon to this aya des Napoli team no homo ya no sa kwambia so no homo sabetima ka abrantia ye fon sam Federico Chiesa osia kan enso ngade ma Liverpool boboko na ya de sansemi na no no enso ngade mamo ewo dwumade so ni na no enso ngade todwa na Trent Alexander-Arnold kan enso ngade ma Liverpool boboko ni na no on sabetodwa sanke bia summer transfer ni bia anka ngabrante fonsa Trent no ebe kwa kosia kan enso ngade matima fonsa Madrid anya grokura anopo report o mensa kanisa Liverpool team no ego so ngane Trent edin komosa summer transfer ni bia akwambia so metima conversable no ama Trent atima to so nam wasia kan edema Liverpool boboko na ya de sansam no enso ngade mama ozata after some Mohamed Salah ana fabrante fonsa Virgil van Dijk kasa new deal enso ngade ma Liverpool team no jire pansa sam ngomunya Trent ebetima bo ama team na no maso tima koye ante de ensa kanisa sam bibia sasa hombe guso ngane bo na convince no sa kwambia so summer transfer ni bia abrante fonsa Trent Alexander-Arnold no for pen nam fancy paso na onsa new deal enso for Liverpool boko na no enso ngade todwa ya de sanse semina no enso ngamamo ewo dwumade no so na mame fon to desa abrante fonsa Martin Zubimendi onsa abeto desa hansina team no kwambia so no summer transfer ni no womo pesa omo fabo no na de me sa kanasa ansina team no atima di nkoma kwa kire yepa sa bibia sesa Martin Zubimendi ebetim so ngashi yakan ade ma ansina boboko no nyankopon ya doma sama transfer ni bia anti yatisa sa Martin Zubimendi di badia ekwambia so ngabrantia ye fon sa Jorginho ebetim so ngadana ni ade fresh na boboko no makwani na no enso ngade todua ye de sanse semina no enso ngade mamo anya Jorginho nkoa ana sa ebia Zubimendi ba obeti makonamo yatisa abrante fonsa Thomas Partey no likely say bia summer time for ni bia abrante rebeti so dana ni enso ngade free hasna boboko no makwani na no enso de edu todua ana pedi sansa mina no enso ngade mamo dwumade so na Matheus Kun asia kan hedema ovante wondo boboko no yem fon to desa ya desa boy no woni Manchester United team no team agree on personal terms nyankopon ayaduma summer transfer ni bia likely sabo no obetima be sia kan hedema Manchester United boboko no yatisa 62.5 million pounds and Manchester United team netua hedema ovante wondo boboko no na brante fon sa aye Matheus Kun aba be sia kan henso ngade Manchester United boboko na yadisa sensemina no henso ngade mamo ewo dwumade so ni na no henso me dia etodwa na mame fon to desa Anderson osia kan hedema Manchester City boboko no goalkeeper na diatia henso ne sa tia boboko no enso ni goalkeeper no ngadi nkoma kwa cheye pa ami yasebo ne kona nya kayes enso no adama tier boboko no it is a summer transfer ni bia likely some ngabrantia ye fansa Anderson no goalkeeper adama Manchester City boboko no obekwa kosia kai enso ngadi ama tier boboko na ni na no enso ngadi todwa ye de sanse semina no enso ngadi mamo ewo dwumade no so eduondo Kamavinga boya ono so ngasia kai adama Madrid boboko ni amfon to desa nyankopom ngaya duma weekend ya classico ebekoso no eduodo Kamavinga hanso nganya kwa koprenti anya desa Kamavinga no ebetin so ngaya available edema Madrid boboko ni sanso anya se David Alaba so no ono so ngakwa kopra sa two players no due to injuries inteno anya desa ngombetim so no esia kan edema Madrid boboko na no hanso ngade to dwa unsensemina no yade ngano so ma etefu ana no peyenyina so na family no nsem nsia Prince Akwaba
single major so
opani hu ye de
twede ampo nyankopa adaroma bibia deda na akon pa
ya hamu no nsem no
Juventus this particular season na nkasa no nema omode ye ne de anya asem to enro omo high boys adwen papa omo nim the American the omo tiase and omo high because playing against Parma though it was an away game, but looking at how Juventus arise a little bit under ego to the no be enemy say fighting for the European air places no they are on course to do it and he saw her Parma and so baby omo dana Juventus we're having that kind of belief and hope in Juventus, but unfortunately Oment me anya adwuma no openya adwuma na edin o
adwuma na edin
papa especially at this dying embers of the season, so why teams are when you do almost no. These are teams are omuyi mapa. Teams are when you do almost no. Because at this particular point in time, looking at Obitisa Atletico Madrid, it will be very difficult for anyone else to, include Atletico Madrid in a serious game or beche. The reason being said, right now, they are not in competition for anything. And they know, said the UEFA Champions League, by hook or crook, they will qualify. And to playing in any game, be or Mobobiano, whether a big team or a small team, no, they just go into the game to play, just like they are playing for, playing sake. Yeah. There is nothing at stake or modebo. That is why I saw her more recent performance. I am very, very, very bad. Games, I saw me winning simple, kwana near show, no more draw, na conceding goals here and there. But this was one of the teams in La Liga. This particular season, no, my very solid defensively. But getting to the dying numbers, no penny. The Omode and the hard drink pa. Now, Enra Coppa Italia and Basso, meaning Zonia Akonya Arabia. Frankly speaking, the past 4 games are AC Milan, Inter Milan, Abono. You see, Inter Milan is dominating the Serie A. Scoring teams here and there in Italy. But why one particular team almost suffer a lot in recent games against AC Milan. AC Milan ensure in a good form. But whenever they are playing against Inter Milan, almost finally already they seem like a new team. Obi or here game Nibia would be wondering, say, look at Jovic, our Bebo Real Madrid from Frankfurt and Farmano. Why somewhere somehow like a surplus in any team be obekono. On the no. Don't say any exceptional goals no share, but how no Gina AC Milan anymore linking up with the players up front, and how no the presence is show as a striker in the 18-year boss. Because looking at AC Milan, Jean Besekmo say even Kranos Abrante friend Leandro Bastoni a game. That's all her almost starting lineup or mode bar. Also make sure the best centre back they have, Leandro Bastoni. But so you are no crefima. Let's look at the kind of centre backs he could tomo. Jean Bisek, one of the most promising centre backs are Inter Milan Ekutano. Ubenyo biti say Francesco Acerbi, a refined player. Only in Ponafen and a bono, Esebasu no be him saying look at someone like Stefan De Vrij. Sir Benjamin Pavard grab a boss as a centre back. Look at the performance he gives. So clearly, if say Inter Milan were a very good team, but yet, almost AC Milan na a problem for them. And then more AC Milan team now, but Sergio Conceição, frankly speaking, I think he has had this antidote to Inter Milan. He has been able to find ways and means winning every game be on Inter Milan. Papa friend Diego Simeone ebebo. And then I was personally thinking say Inter Milan bench more players be kwana. Just like so na Filippo can and I have repeated it here on several occasions. Inter Milan is one of the teams in Europe. As all for mu team now squarely. Say every position biano they have at least 2 quality players in there. At least 2 quality players are there or your main player or starting games the more. If he's not playing on the bench, you get an equally good player about the amount. Look at their centre back prime players and Bubo Mudi. Jean Bisek, Stefan De Vrij, you talk of Obitise Leandro Bastoni, you talk of someone like Benjamin Pavard more. These are all players and whenever they are playing, they give out the maximum performance and the performance you need from your players. Look at Obitise Abrante friend Denzel Dumfries. So actually, but look at the performance Mathieu Damien is giving to them. Even if Sir Benjamin Pavard Ekobonma, look at the performance of them. Now Kobianim said the best number 3 in Italy. Abrante friend Lucas and Theo Hernandez and Federico Di Marco. But all of a sudden, look at what Carlos Augusto is doing for Inter Milan. It is a Di Marco Nuanum Krana, Augusto Timishemu, Jumane Pepe in the center midfield role. And I say the defensive midfield role. So he will be to say Hakan Çalhanoğlu on the Gina Honum Edema Inter Milan. But whenever he's not playing, when a Besha Honum, Abrante friend Aslani. An equally quality player. Do say bia or the experience Abrante friend Hakan Çalhanoğlu agada over the years Onyenduho, but when he's playing you see the quality. I say giving him that time he can also do or replicate what Hakan Çalhanoğlu no. David Fratesi in place of Abrante friend Henrik Mkhitaryan, an equally quality replacement. Osho obi to say Piotr Zielinski. So obi shame the man Nicolo Barella. Do you think say a quality drop? And no. This Piotr Zielinski, I know one Napoli team or dominate in the Italian Serie A. 8 midges could do to this Munaso, and he's one fine player. Look at our front. Do sell Lautaro Martinez this particular season. Onyam keke in the form no. But 12 goals isn't that bad for a striker. You only said this season, Krano, on Shadam Peke in the form. When he plays with Marcus Thuram, on Swenya 14 goals. They are able to, find a rhythm and always make sure, say, Ome put the ball at the back of opponent be on Nibishia. Senor, let's look at someone like Mehdi Taremi, an experienced player, and also the Ababeshemu. Let's look at someone like Marko Arnautovic, Joaquin Correa. So Inter Milan were a lot of quality. And not going into the game, we were thinking, say, on go into the game with the full squad because he will be thinking about the UEFA Champions League, going to play against one of the best teams in the world right now, FC Barcelona. But yet with that thinking, now we felt say Inter Milan with the quality. So our bench or more started always the quality replacement of the Besham bit me because AC Milan hasn't been that good. But then it was yet again Sergio Conceição finding the ways to come up on top against Papa, your friend Simone Inzaghi, just like he has been doing. And then you're more Sergio Conceição boys Nabaso. The three back now, I'm not a fan of it for AC Milan right now because why AC Milan a team now? Almost center backs no, almost shadanye that good. Let's be realistic. Fikayo Tomori, Malek Tia, Pierre Kalulu Muno, these are not players how on any day who depend on so much. And it's also kobo emumi ensa. Imagine, so it could end in a disaster. So what did they mention us here? Say if you can lose, say if you can't tomorrow in Ebona, it may end in a disaster. Now say about me and son. Oh, the Malik Tia Saba become one. It is telling you, say, as what you no, a average center backs, me and son are all bomb. And coming up against Inter Milan, never in their mom, but he was able to get the best out of them. And then we're looking at the game, come on. AC Milan were a different team. Who this particular season. No? I don't want to hype it that much, but looking at how interchange play, building the game from the back, they were not afraid. Say Inter Milan be on the ball. If they lose the ball, Inter Milan beat me at the ball and but they were not afraid of that. And then I am my brand here, friend Tijani Reinders Abaso. We've been talking about this guy, and I think say one of the revelations at this particular Serie A and the Amaye. And young say a team like Manchester City, Pep Guardiola going into a rebuild. Or yeah, one of the players Guardiola Enyana or Pesi, I'm not gonna say Tijani Reinders. He will give you everything as a central midfielder at the Bemau. Say a drew the then almost as a defensive midfielder. He is able to give you that, not to the maximum perfection, but at least he will give you a result at that position. Ube here to play as a number 8 and as a central midfielder or the Bemau. And even to play as the central attacking midfielder, Osa de Bemau, because he have that kind of creativity and he was always right in position or arrival at the 18-yard box. No, very late. Say, any ball be falling behind the 18-yard box. No, obey with the atonet, and he has perfected that act. And I think said Tijani Reinders, and he had a very very good game. And you so saying a goal as I the can. We more Papa friend Sergio Conceição, but someone one interview or can want them say fade now come at him because he knows and near my AC Milan fans now bonechi footballing what that bonechi be no after the ultimate deliver the more do say so her air the Scudetto challenge no more the baby but to compete and to eliminate a certain team like Inter Milan, their bitterest rival, no, at least it gives him some kind of respect from the fans. So what team do and then say if Bologna is going to go all the way to the final, it will give AC Milan a major boost because unlike say Bianconi Inter and any other big team in the share final, no, Bologna in a way a bit manageable because going to the final was Inter Milan. The biggest team right now is until why any Bologna, it will give them that boost, and I think say very good for AC Milan no. But so her Inter Milan on the other side, me person sounded like I don't look Inter Milan free now free Coppa Italia no. Ebema na a bit difficult for any other opponent on any Bible in the next games because right now, unsa Inter and so on the road to win a treble.
Yeah.
Coppa Italians is here free. Aka Scudetto, and then you talk of the UEFA Champions League. And so kopiem ewo Italian Serie A anymore. Only when they compete. Napoli. Yeah. So on Napoli, almost the same number of points. Any kutomo. Yesha debut I say Napoli games aka won anymore bebo. Napoli bebo Torino. You can say simple for Napoli to win because of the performance. Torino diama this particular season. Owia obeko away to Lecce. Obetnefie no wasa abo Genoa. No away to Parma and then Obetnefie in the last game to Cagliari. Looking at this fixtures at that honum no. You can perfectly and confidently say emu bia no honuma me can say 50-50 even for Napoli. You can say on a score 80-20 to any team be a Napoli ni amobebo. Because looking at Torino, Lecce, Genoa, Parma, and then Cagliari, these are all not teams. If Antonio Conte wants his team to win a trophy, I'll bet me a standing in the way. No, we bought the biggest teams now. One can bet me a how no. We bought money. So right now, no, Napoli is on a smooth run. And right now, almost an Inter Milan points near 71-71. If a corner say I know more or we know more games now it will then go into a game on me to decide because we know or say won a number of goals and also home and away do a better tie daddy. Straight away, Omoko set a game on the ball between the two normally they decide who wins the Scudetto. Okay. And if Napoli is on this clear router, just imagine what will be going through Inter Milan Etrimu. And Inter Milan, so looking at their games, no, a bit difficult than Napoli, dear, no. And see, Papa friend Diego Simeone, and I say Simone Inzaghi and the boys, no, they are very much aware. Said the games ahead of them, no, are much more difficult. And from then, no, as more come out with all guns blazing in every game, be on Bekobia. Because on AS Roma in the Italian Serie A. And you know, Roma hasn't been the Roma and Calbe expected, but at least playing against Roma, you know what will happen because at least Roma will want to come up and do something also. And let's not forget, on also a challenge for a European sport. Yeah. Ovia, Obebo Hellas Verona. You can say Inter Milan will win that one. Obebo Torino bet me and then Obebo Lazio. We've seen what Lazio is also doing in the Serie A this particular season. So it's very, very difficult for Inter Milan. So right now they are very much aware. Every game be on Beko Biano. Omu free Coppa Italian, they know say they need to go in with 110% performance. And yes, Italian Serie A, just like I highlighted, Napoli could take it away from them. Because Napoli games now likely so bet me winning but Inter Milan games, so there are two games in there. A bet me I think though Inter Milan would have the bigger percentage of winning, but a bet me I think which is the AS Roma and the Lazio game. So on a larger scale, you take it to the UEFA Champions League. UEFA Champions League say wow bet me 3 games spent the winning. You play in the quarterfinal, first and second leg. And you go into the final, you give out your best, and if you're able to win the game, what the UEFA Champions League next year on also. And on the wine and it is FC Barcelona. And I think this matchup, what happened against AC Milan and Rano, Barcelona should be very careful. Don't say this time, I think Obi and 50-50. We shouldn't argue with Nipakro Bebre, but most of us felt this time, though Inter Milan is a formidable opponent, but we felt like with what Barcelona is doing, Oma Barcelona 60%, number Inter 40% chance of qualifying. Only wrong. But right now, Inter knowing perfectly well, but Biomujina in the Scudetto run, and also the UEFA Coppa Italia or UEFA Champions League, it is going to be very difficult for any opponent on any ball, and it makes me very excited. Say Yekunya Inter Milan team or go all guns blazing against a certain FC Barcelona, or Nusinim said this time is their year, and we are going to get a very good game. The build up is perfectly well for the UEFA Champions League clash, and I think it's very good. But our Barcelona let me highlight this thing here. I think Barcelona is performing very well this particular season, so a lot of people are doing Shedan Madi way. So Barcelona would need some reinforcement next season. Barcelona would need some reinforcement next season.
Our department,
And no quite problem kakran because right now we know say even with the new momu issues no kromunyan so team here. But yet mimi who say I don't know if majority of the people who say na. So Barcelona defense on ma. It is true. Inigo Martinez and then Pau Kubasi solid center back pairing. Solid one. But on numerous occasions when Pau Kubasi is in there and I see Inigo Martinez in one man, though Barcelona gets the results, said that you can say team the name phobia whether Eric Garcia and Ebebo, whether whoever is playing at the back no. Or grinded the results that they need. So what did they make? Can I say? Or grinded the results. But during those games, suffer to grind the results. No, you clearly feel say there are some players no money honoma affected Barcelona team. No, though they are getting the results until say the moment you get a result in football game, kata bibia so aha opa boy enye said the new result. It do be a kata niema bibre so. And that is what I feel say Emma Barcelona team na nkasa man for adwen koso the little deficiencies in there. I think they will need a new center back. I'll bet me Ababe shame whenever Pau Kubasi and Inigo Martinez isn't there. And let's not forget, Pau Kubasi is a young chap. Barcelona cannot be using him like Omar using this particular season. Next season, it shouldn't be like that.
So other normal opponents exploit his arm weakness.
Senameka said that is why when they come up against opponents or more Barcelona suffer before they get the win.
Okay.
Their opponents are able to exploit it, but just say team Nico Yenti, whatever Barcelona do the results that they need.
Okay.
But they will need to bring in a new center backer. So Ronaldo Araujo, though he's able to play, but back from injury, I don't see Ronaldo Araujo say obey. Me can say a particular player Barcelona should be relying on next season. So Moton no Benyeska, they should do it. Frankly speaking, some time ago, and I said some years ago, bare 2 years ago. Now, for one of the best center backs in the world, now Ronaldo Araujo, but in a deep in form, no, I is so very sharp. And Barcelona right now cannot depend on him that much.
Okay.
You cannot depend on Christensen. Eric Garcia, Barcelona cannot depend on them that much. Until Barcelona will need a center back. And if a bit more possible with their financial situations now, Ronaldo Araujo, Barcelona should sell.
Okay.
And also in attack. So Robert Lewandowski, when you 43 goal contributions, 40 goals, 3 assists in 48 games. And you saw Ekata bibia so. But Obi a follow Barcelona critically bia no say if Robert Lewandowski of older and can 43 goal contribution e bia nkwashe be 60. Because we see the kind of chances clear cut ones or missing this particular do be na Barcelona fans for no kwa no omo mpese obehye omo games ase because we see a lot of chances. And going into next season what if Robert Lewandowski is not going to get it like he got it this season now? Is Barcelona going to rely on Ferran Torres? We've been talking about it. Say Ferran Torres, whenever he comes into the team, with Barcelona that kind of needed results, 1 or 2 goals, not the about between the amount. Okay. But to play a full season, can you rely on him? And I think Barcelona will need to let some players go.
Okay.
And players Medican Borona Darrohudi. I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Say Frankie De Jong. This particular season, na clubs SRDs boom na over the years, Barcelona should consider. Let Frankie De Jong go. Look, I know say right now, Wababe a formidable partner with Pedri. So they say the perfect partnership on the Pedri. But if Barcelona is going to get that kind of money, everybody who be brain no make me atonwa. Barcelona should let him go. Bring in some reinforcement, just like I'm saying. Bring in a proper striker. I will bet me about deputize a branch friend Robert Lewandowski. If he's not going to give you that kind of performance, now some center back could be shema. I think say a bit Barcelona. Yes, almost next season, just like a tier this season now. I don't see Barcelona so bet me grinded the results has if they got for them this particular season.
Okay, so Prince that's a powerful Bakwaba.
Bema, yes, and right the Coppa Italia game between AC Milan and Inter Milan, and Mekanofia say, what one manager or to me the big boys of the Serie A, but on Yadia when he plays against the lower tier teams now on more mid-table no. Anytime he faces them on Tanyadia, and it looks like the problem no kwakwa say I say selection dilemma and ha team no coach no. And the manager in question no coach friend no Sergio Conceição. Sergio Conceição ni problem nyina and selection dilemma. So and we're going into the game against Inter Milan first leg, mind you, no kobo 1-1 with Inter Milan. No, but 1-1 with Inter Milan. No. Return leg, no, it is the same stadium at the Giuseppe Meazza and San Siro. And return leg, no, now there were doubts as to whether he can match up or the form of Inter Milan. And then know what happened. And no, she Inter Milan by 3-0. Now, guess what? And then Joyan is so exceptional. Very simple. Playing players, no 3 at the back. Tactically, no. Messi runs for the front 2 screens in Sumami. Tactically, what he did was, Oma Theo Hernandez, and a young boy and a friend Jimenez, Jimenez ball right wing back. Now Theo Hernandez, a ball left wing back. Menu United himself left Theo Hernandez, a left back. But then now about Theo Hernandez as a left wing back. And Theo Hernandez in the last 10 games our ball for AC Milan, defensively he's been very poor. So sometimes, when you manage players, you have to manage players. And you have to look at the moments. So we manage players, you manage players and you look at the moments around. Now, moments say Theo Hernandez has lost it defensively. He's very good when he's on the offensive. So when anymore is very good. But when he's defending or poor, so what do? You then play him on the offensive more than say defending. So, you see system here, ebe favor Theo Hernandez more. And you know, Enra, obo Pavlovich. No, but Brent your friend Matthew Gabia. And if you can't tomorrow, say, Muno, Munjina goalkeeper any mamun come in Bebre. Mamun trust center circle, no. Even the penalty arc, no. That is where you should be Fox. And I said that is where Esa Mujina. Don't go, mamun trust the penalty arc. That was the system of AC Milan. Now in the middle, no, so who bought Tijani Reinders? Now who bought that is a brand friend Fofana, Yusuf Fofana, Ediana Wunya, Yusuf Fofana, a defensive midfielder, Tijani Reinders, a central attacking midfielder. So Tijani Reinders ever control the rhythm of the game. Now Yusuf Fofana, no. Onunobako with those hard tackles, and again, Oba say Inter Milan or formation, and when they are bringing the ball in attack and then in offensive transition, play Oba say AC Milan and I say Inter Milan or more offensive transition, I bring to a friend that is Yusuf Fofana because that is the strength of him. The strength and I say Oba say opponents attack. And Oba make sure say play no any ball in the midfield, on your good passer. And that player is Tijani Reinders. And many prince in Ano constantly I can't goodies about this guy. I don't want to repeat myself. He is too good for AC Milan at the moment. Too good for AC Milan at the moment. Say the AC Milan culture, tradition, any history they car somewhere. And your Manchester City not fair any AC Milan. It will be biamu. Say the football, na they cast somewhere. And your Man City not fanny AC Milan. It will be BM. But then yaka historic, yaka history, and a traditional. And yet Man City so, and yet Man City not fanny AC Milan. But on current form, no, Ubeka say in the last 5 years, clubs are bobra in Europe. Clubs are bobra, and as a clubs are we're guaranteed so much me trophy. Man City are one of those clubs. That is why most of us here press a brand and a friend Tijani Reinders on looking for a club. Obama a lot of trophies because we play at the right time. But where he is at the moment, a wrong club. AC Milan, a wrong club for Tijani Reinders. And my bigger worry is that say now Obo AC Milan now say victory's neighbor is that they are in the finals of the Coppa Italia. But guess what? Mama don't let us get this twisted. Now, AC Milan are in the final. They are going to play automatically against Bologna. Because Bologna shall Empoli by 3-0. But this season, so we follow Italian Serie A very well. The bad boys of the Serie A and Atalanta. Say Atalanta tag no munya say. Omuno muye the bad boys of the Serie A no. Say the bad boys of the Serie A and Atalanta. the bad boys of the Serie A this season Bologna. And obi oba build the foundations of Oma Bologna that tag bad boys no Thiago Motta. And Thiago Motta fi wono say no philosophical no mon say coach na okra that is Bologna say Vincenzo Italiano. I think there is some sort of continuity at Team Bologna. And say Bologna be so why no mo face at Bologna. Riccardo Solini, Thijs Dallinga, Jens Odgaard, John Lukumi, Buchema. These are the guys who wear the faces at Bologna. Omunya star-studded, but then they can beat any team. When Omuni AC Milan boy, that was when they welcomed manager Vincenzo Italiano, Benvenuto Vincenzo Italiano. That was when they welcomed him. But then when they played against AC Milan in the league, AC Milan by 2-1. And AC Milan got the first goal through Rafael. Now they thought say almost share one goal no more. But a Brent's friend Johnny Castro, Ebenya equalizer, and so we win the game no by 2-1. And this season no, Bubakaya before Inter Milan boy against AC Milan and Rano, Inter Milan boy against Bologna. That is en route to playing AC Milan in the Coppa Italia. What happened was AC Milan, that is Inter Milan lose by 1-0, and 94th minute strike by a Brent friend Riccardo Solini. They won by 1-0. Almost Inter Milan. So this season, no, so more boy against Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Lazio, Roma, Fiorentina, Omunsuro. They've beaten almost every team. And say no, so for the Italian Serie A table now, the first four, say they are better than Juventus, Lazio, AS Roma, Fiorentina, and AC Milan. This is Bologna, other fourth. Bologna na yeka omo asem no. Baby AC Milan edru no. Me yem hyehyem me AC Milan. And it's a final game, one off. And they are playing against Vincenzo Italiano. Somebody who understands the Italian system better than Sergio Conceição. Conceição ne de no. I say one off. On a big team na ebo me se Conceição nya Juventus, AS Roma, Inter Milan, and I said Napoli in the final and Caminsuro. But then no, he's playing against virtually a team on only history, only tradition, only culture in Bologna.
Okay.
And Bologna be had na dream pa. That is why I miss you. Now, Van Dijk have a certain Netherlands. Now Oko Holland no. The Okoye very simple. Once Van Dijk started our club be a friend of Willem Toa. Somewhat in the Netherlands between the years that is 1792 to 1849, they lived that is a king B. Now, sa king no, your friend no, the Prince of Orange. Neka Prince of Orange, King William II. King William II, and that is King William II. Now, King William II, there was uprising between Belgium, Netherlands, and Germany. When an uprising, there was I said between Belgium, Netherlands, and that is France. There was a war. So this prince now a Belgian. So a movie from Belgium about the city of Tilburg in the Netherlands, and about the city of Tilburg in Netherlands. What he did was building a castle in the city of Tilburg. And what he did was that Tilburg no ebe ne stranglehold. Tilburg ne be ne stranglehold to the extent that say omo hwe no an say odenu be sie the city of Tilburg. So we make it Tilburg no that is in home, but on fit Tilburg. Until when he died in Tilburg no, what he told those from Tilburg and say this city is a city bia omo hwe ni ya the foundations of Netherlands. And Okasa assembly no ono okoni crunchy. And what happened was there was this club yet say no that was somewhat in 1896 after the king William II. And William II free mu 1896 or say this club that is 128 years ago. This is the current city of Tilburg. And this city Tilburg no omo current stadium no 14,800. Stadium no ketekete bi a small city, and stadium no ketwa bi 14,800. But this club I friend of Willem Toa in the Dutch language omo nka William omo ka Willem. So Willem Toa unse your Roman numeral, that is II. So the William II. So Willem Trois. Yanka William II. It is Willem Trois. So the club is Willem Trois. And Willem Trois, you name a club no after William II. Because of Samuel Kagu, in Jean Samuel Kagu city no so, the city of Tilburg. Into Willem Trois Tilburg no, currently, where players or more producer, or more producer Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong na ya kana sem so Barcelona captain no, or Willem Trois Tilburg. And it was this club that produced a brand friend Frankie de Jong. It was this club that produced Virgil van Dijk. Alexander Isak na ye boni din bebrebe bet na Alexander Isak I say hu ne saso pen no ye producing of Willem Trois Tilburg in the Netherlands. And when you produce a brand friend Alexander Isak. But apart from that no, when him say in the history of football, ye ka center backs are ye beka so omo top won to men kan enyi Yapstam in frame. And Yapstam was produced at this club, Willem Trois Tilburg, or a Manchester United former center back. Yapstam was produced at Willem Trois Tilburg. Apart from Yapstam, no, the only player from Finland, our captain Liverpool Football Club, your friend is Sami Hyypiä. Sami Hyypiä was produced at Willem Trois Tilburg. And Willem Trois, it produced a lot of talents. And that was Sami Hyypiä Willem Trois. Yeah. And Sami Hyypiä, as a captain Liverpool, and Liverpool 2005 team no Moje, the Miracle of Istanbul, no, he was part of that team. And before Steven Gerrard, a captain of Liverpool, that was the captain of Liverpool. Sami Hyypiä of Finland, or a Finnish.
Okay.
Or no captain Liverpool Football Club, no. Now, Van Dijk captain would no say, now me crying na me fi bae. Me fi Willem Trois Tilburg na bae. Na mesra say yentie no nsam ne kakra bi. Wunim, he is the only person of Hollander or beji Premier League that is title, and also beji the Premiership no as a captain from the Netherlands. The only player from the Netherlands or beji Premier League title as a captain of Holland, and that is Virgil van Dijk. Na yentie Van Dijk kakra bi na me wie mensam no.
Player to captain a team to the English League title.
Which club? Give me a club.
It's never happened.
It's never happened. Oh.
Who was the first Dutch player to captain a team to the English League title?
Which club? Give me a club.
It's never happened.
It's never happened. Oh.
Who was the first Dutch player to captain a team to the English League title?
Which club? Give me a club.
It's never happened.
It's never happened. Oh.
Who was the first Dutch player to captain a team to the English League
Say
title?
in see that.
Which
And
club?
ya the there is no Dutch player I will captain any English team to the Premier League title, and that is Virgil van Dijk. Into Van Dijk, the outcome na say in Israel Sambina or Mokagu na bra boss.
Yeah.
When is Van Dijk at a point in time? Now come dino. I say if you are not be the crown head the man. Into when him the oye no call pantry, no call worship plates, and so when you be to Adrian me one or football club. Obo Groningen, Ebo Willem Trois, and Virgil van Dijk na bra bo ahase nyina club na friend Willem Trois no. Into no what's no what din we say, and they were the first player in history. There are great Dutch players on about the Premier League. Nobody has won the Premier League as a captain except Ruud van Nistelrooy, Yapstam. Name them. A lot of that good players. Dennis Beckham. But Obi and Premier League as a captain. Ono Van Dijk Beji as a captain. And your insurance samu. And your menko baby I mean chiefy. Now listen. Any river that forgets its source dry selly. Nimpe biano. Wo sinko ye ne wa sinko we biggie. Obi na bua mo we do say. Inti nimpe no bua no. Ema we mfi no. Never forget your source. If you forget your source, you dry early. Omo ungrateful no omo nche ewa brabo. People who are very ungrateful. There are so many people, especially a year before. Yeah, we are very much ungrateful. Van Dijk is never ungrateful. So Van Dijk is say, Klaba, ama ono Van Dijk, abe Van Dijk, Willem Trois, into a call back to Tilburg. It could give you back to the society.
Wow.
And say, nay, you're say, Tilburg, or more academy team, no. They say, no, or no, this guy could shame at a team kwalano aba. And he will fund the club. Club na friend Tilburg no. He's coming to win the Premier League as a captain. Meanwhile, great players if it's Tilburg aba. But no Van Dijk no, the away no, it been see that. somebody at once upon a time no call pantry echo worship plate and so did but now or a captain of Liverpool because of this club I friend Willem to
fast forward and
in fact in this life no baby you have to be very humble and you have to be very prayerful bompaye na brown wasi because God that created the heavens and earth ono kra no a humble God. Virgil van Dijk is a humble being and they were kind in chi or koninchi in the Netherlands Willem Toa and all kono wa mu bia manu or call secrets or kowie na story about Van Dijk was in Tilburg and then Tilburg is the story of the world.
What kind in chi
and then you know and I make us a single will be na boa and yes and can they won't say her and I look at the multitude there because we be na boa nti sana braboneti nti wherever you get to don't forget your source. Any river that forgets its source dries early.
Okay. No ya Philip Kwabena Nkumsa no na yɛhwɛ mo messages ne kakra na men komre. Mo messages na do so ba but as me to me boas na me yɛhu adwuma kakra da mamo. Mo message no se Barcelona Rashford for what? Anu ye inform for Douglas or the message or the my Facebook no. Okay, or say Robert Abasi says some passports you are the best. No be say young work on the sun which watching the show live and clear at half from me airport. Some FM sports no size and a star boy message in here. Watching live or say the Ghanaians more updated dear mama. And why be or say okay. Okay. I'm so no so can about the sun but you be what you at the amam pa but young stood person here come for them say munya be a bebo pa young stood person and a brushes and munya be a bebo na young stood person na mo no me hwam pa ana na brushes ni so wura kama ye pa nti bo siesie o sene kama amwo no me hwam ye pa nti ye be come for them afie mu ze enkwara no hia bi ye bebo mo ana ve mpanyifo na dente mu nyina no amunya young stood person na brushes na bebo ye pa ama omanu matimariam wudi nkomanya fina ukodi asumunsem komode wudi a wo kan no wakan ze du ba bi na ze wo kan se mesra no watima fe wo sia sere kama na wo betima ye no waye ni ya je young stood paste ana na brushes na bebo ye pa aya kan for dia mama na mame mfonto no me se 3 eba center omode 3 eco caps be jaso na 3 eco caps na ne coco master coco hawa wunya bi e bebo ye pa usisi oya anase bia yemtim wo so na coco hawa wunya 3 eco caps na be bebo ama asia timetu kama pa de ama na yemfanto ni se wunnum sa duro we abra benya running stomach da kolena ke ba dania ba misti ba ne apedango ina no wobetimanya bia to 0546 107 107 0546 107 107 ofra na ya juice na bibia ay kama pa de amanti enyina so ne yanko for quick commercial break mra yeba yebeto show no so yeba sisi ya yenche kra.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
If I show Brian, I'm sure you'll bag.
Brad, and not so good. Ah,
now tell me about Michelle and see about Queen. Why you say?
Brad, said your time about Misha, it's your Jimmy fearful, and you're about ever so.
Really, I know this is offending now.
Brad, and because me the time about Misha, what dance ya? We are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria, where drawn the time about Misha.
And you know, dear, no more to want to meet any deal. What drawn the time about Misha? A drink and your ma or bar waffle through. Dear, what mark or down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the time about Mr. Drabino. She's a walk hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
Enti malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo mu no. Ye betra.
Ubenya bi ato ewo over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to na mu. FDA agi edodi nkratoi atom.
Abusaka kraka bi wo hanu meja tom na rewu sebe wo me se. Abofra ketua wanya 2 years akadai ba ku. Nti African Spider-Man bla be ya abofra ketua yi mu na nipa ho hia. Dede bi koso anu ti kame ho ne ko hwede wo mbia. African Spider-Man and Baby Sebo of Flay, but Precopen who's African Jack, what Baby Sebo of Flay, now with secret to anything. Imboost herbal mixture and only me secret. Now me yet to know cat form. And a police me do one dance at me say, many namin sonshare, namin soen, a boosted immune system. I'm a cemetery and mental bread. Meet me the come on. I'm on the come with home so across me class so metaya lay. I'm a my latitude, me yabaku. And yet, Necoso. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you going? I'm a cratching.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture and pharmacy and also herbal shops. A pin for and in Kolaumundi if you do me no enum. FDA agitating tattoo atu.
If you want better future, join Ghana Grows, cause our grit be the future. Join Ghana Grows, this be one for the culture. Join Ghana Grows, cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Ghana Grows, Ghana Grows.
Yomu, Pequia, who the first one Yajuma, Anna, Atia Jumaqua, the first one was so, and walk Yajumum, any 80 vetimu and the ya. Swana one, fastest and walk, Wabusia, and a Watermo Assetemu, but star 718 star 50 hash, not that Kaho says, yeah, Ghana grows. Hope Day, Ghana Bros Jumedie, Mastercard Foundation, Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, Niwa Buafone Debro.
Mamisha, time HH Heba Mr. Bina Unumi, and ya what dropa, a ya draw, a ya draw say, a manipedian quamwano enya whating, na a quatia yare, and chain yare and san wakakoto, fire wardrobe. Nanono abribia Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebetwasono wonno and at the time HH Heba Mr. Edia bedwaso akra wonyenyan frisia dumienu enumbi wo pemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enumbi time HH Heba Mr. Who benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so pedudo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH Heba Mr. Ejadro say FDA aje edwadien kratoi atum.
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yas toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yas toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yas toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Winehead. Make Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yas toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
Okay, ya koya ya ba no ndo aba pa wonsema do no pebe ba about 10:50 ya koya ba nchena Orlando de afisem na ba na mo ma memfa nto anim ze Joy Cam for nas wabo nyame ya dom watima page ofi ni de si wa mo na ze wotwe ben mo na mo board down so kama pa de mawo ene ya Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited no na adwuma mo bo no kuruma de obi aje mo atumpa aje ze enya grokra na mama infantu anim ze joy kemfo na dwuma no danso pa ona maka kire o ze nsuo to mframa efo omunya board anu so de mawa de tia na tia je se enya grokra nti mebaja wasi ufi awi a anasa fina be si ufi a uya joy kem roofing company limited ona do ani kire na wakodi IBR self log MSL IoT standard sheet anasa Euro tires anasa losing green ebi ho na aboa kama ye pa mo board anu so afebo na no de chesen chance ne kura no enya de se we na che papa beboa ye pa ma bibia no aye kama pa de ma na branches ne dozo uduru akra ya okaso Kumasi techiman sunya ne tamale boga no wai na ho na Kumasi o sokoba ampa me ne police station ne di anim over 0540 125 816 0540 125 816 and 0551 0050 frane adjust na bibia ay kama pa e de amount enu ye se ne si de nche na Orlando eba na mame mfonto onim se telisa cash enu so de gusu ho na ye ka telisa cash on se no pese o send sika o mama na ye simple pa na telecash de se no o mu no bia ji o matum zampa o mu na se bia o telecash no so na se o send sika e de ma oni ono nso yusu telisa ni bia me bajo free and but a bit my free I say what download do a telisa app ni bi ewo telisa play store ho na bibia e kama pa de ma na ma memfanto ani say sa telisa play app no and a bit ma boa wo na watima send sika from telisa cash to telisa cash ne bibia no atima fine pa de amount ti momodin pa say odo ho bajim ne bibia fine de amount we use telisa dia o send sika to wuni ono su telisa ne bia free but a betima baso adi say wabo wura mo Google Play Store ho na wakotwe telisa app ne bi na bibia kama pa de amount ene ya telisa play app na e betima boa ye pa na momo wunu bi nso wo ada network no nso wo betima send sika de amano no watua ne kakra bi de za wo ya ne say wo dial star 110 hash star 110 hash anaze wo be download telisa play app no na bibia na tima fine pa de amount ngunya download e bibia no e betima fine pa de amount telisa no de no an ye say this and sika bibia kosu ye pa de amount enti Orlando eba na efisema aboabo no ina no de abetu anim live on Sompa TV live on Sompa 93.1 FM on your radio na live on Sompa 93.1 FM on Facebook enya grokrati but Orlando nya my idea as a prince the editing is has and so considers a Bubaka Watara the editing is likely say bia umbetima jana kwan enu ye unconfirmed report eba but again ground so pa
unze sadi we ada bia ka ho ase mebre say kotoko ne house of folk no akoye say obi ni nua and this particular season ankasa so don so we kotoko kra na they were performing much more better than house of folk in terms of performance kotoko ye better than house of folk so I was wondering why the last time say me ka ho ase mo ase say kotoko betimi asake Oguma then what would Watara be doing? Because these are the two best clubs in the country right now. The two best clubs in the country right now. Now say Kotoko Atimi with all the performance Ogum dia mano mapamwa then definitely say there Abrantes and answer papa a friend Watara so say omutimi here no mujana kwan because Watara kwan I think say omubo games do halfway. And I'm a back answer as we say I don't see say Watara the man obetimi aboa has folk that much. Enti nansem won mana ye nya nti say has full best and in the contract now na me wo apa frankly speaking na me wo say e ba ne say na with this performance has full are giving na say best and the Watara contract na me wo apa so ye hwe the besi akọ because here no kotoko ayi ogumafu onom e de e coach a enno na me ka no hu nsem bebi o ase hu ni say obetimi abo omo in so many ways and oye interim and I said for now no oye caretaker job because obeba be the technical advice and I said the technical person in the club and with that no say season ba na we are mean say kotoko go in for a new coach on the babe the main coach.
Oh, okay.
And the Kotokobe go in for a new coach or babe the main coach. They wouldn't go in for anyone less. I'm going for someone or a top notch because with this performance that we saw, a coach that was nearly winning them the Premier League, and I said it's still in contention to win the Premier League. Na say then it means anyone on be appointed as a permanent coach, he needs to be someone or a top or bit medium straight away about leg, and with the minds of Malek Jabel and the Karim Zitomo behind the person of banner. I think they're very, very good. So we are just waiting to see how and then maybe see how continue anyamwa. Watara there, frankly speaking. Big grass watch oh, me so free on my anyamwa. Anyamwa cry.
Okay. Orlando Akwaba.
Yeah, just single.
BBI fine.
BBI okay.
Damn yes pa. Yenti we fisema aboa no de bere.
Well, single yensan so much for 8 years on pan and 3.1 and I think so you have for Sompa TV Akwaba and Fambra full time. Jumedi so efisem ena yede ebro ene anopay ejekum blanksen junior enemy din obetimi afremi Orlando said anopa midin ka kache ono sisi ade kromia no bano football ho nsem asante kodoko ena omo ho nsem no adoso pa ye sanse ena no decision IMC no meche asante kodoko management eteki ye no dasoa enso pende wo ha ede nsem bebre enso eba na endra press conference eba so no coach ICC ono na ehwe animu anase o take in charge of Asante Kotoko head coach adwuma no ko ise season no ebeba na wie no Abdul Karim Zito formerly of Dreams FC na ono ene yebusa de se openi na sisi Asante Kotoko adwuma yi sisi no empanyimfo se oba be technical director ena yasan di coaching role no amount enti obi address wa or address will say.
Says not a technical director now, but rather a coach. Let's be honest. Because I'm not going to sit down. Now I'm going to the front, giving instructions. But when I'm a technical director, I only talk to the coach. We discuss his issue, then we implement it where we find it good. But now it's not so. It's different altogether. And I have an advisor. And my advisor is my own father, Malik Jabbar.
Follow up.
See, I know Abdul Karim Zito, or see there. Say Prince Mube assessing now, or assessing as a coach. Edema Kumase Asante Kotoko. Name no, and paying for the technical director role no, and Ediama Neniji Semene say, or no one papa, Malik Jabel, and a technical advisor. Enti ebema adwuma na yemre enso ede amanepa eno ensema Karim Zito enso etimi ede tuja na yewie no na yesa ebusa coach se sisi ano Asante Kotoko adwuma abeye no se hwe na munima na Dreams FC kra na me wono omo wo philosophy na mom no Asante Kotoko fo omo ni philosophy bia nti wo ba ache se o rely on the old coach no ne system no and afa so ya de say enuoma obeja ne ho no and aba beto asisi ade oni mpanyimfo be kasa obetro philosophy e de ma Asante Kotoko nti oni ho kra coach bia obeba no na wa be follow sadin.
Okay, that's look, I'm now going to write the team philosophy and leave it down for them. I think we have to work on that. Mas Kotoko, we don't dreams have philosophy. And now you see me going around. Only I did not go against Heart of Life and Mediama. The rest I'm on the bench. Because the philosophy is there, they go through. Yesterday I was lawyer. The club don't have philosophy. So you have to fall on the old coach or you have to use your experience. So what has here? So leave it down, anybody who comes can take.
Eno Abdul Karim Zito ena de san 72 isi ade enche bia no sempanyimfo ema ne kwan ameche IMC no ema ne kwan a obefrefre mpanyimfo no ma chiro philosophy ere ato ade ma Asante Kotoko sanse ukọ wiase afa na big class ni nyina obia won philosophy o follow eno ena ebua clubs no ema coach bia bebe bia no na unim direction of the club ne kakra ntino say striker kra na ukọ pe na unim say striker we die
ade se oba fite Asante Kotoko style of play no say defender so as a goalkeeper enti ansa na monkoto player no na mukra munim player no said the Asante Kotoko system no etie no mo player mo be fan dia banti enkoba se coach bia ba no abeye ne de no agya okosa anti Karim Zito say isi ade Asante Kotoko ebenye omo philosophy ne wie no na osan edit fans na nim say fans no team no modia no Karim Zito ne ma wa wo mo na busuafo nyina ye house folk ono nko na ya Asante Kotoko ne baba akokra de ebra no Kotoko no wo ni ntino o de ne to Kotoko nanso akra ne ye house folk ni to bre bia otimi twa bo ne sa yentie no
Asante Kotoko is there is for us. What I say, it's not only I play Kotoko. Papa has, mommy has. 95% of my family, me mommy knew has. Me did team aquatic because Kotoko tam na no. So I've named my children according to where I was before I born them. So he is Kotoko, but he is Sasofo. So Omomra, team Nunya Yadia, and then me media. Even na your cabo and you know they should come. I don't know, at Chiazu Mui. Woman with them and a baby show. So when the old giants are, it is all writing. Please, Uko Europe now, Uko African Arab from now, almost give the crowd.
Enti eno Karim Zito and de san semno atuja onim se oye legend e de makumase Asante Kotoko bobo kono na odeto supporters na nim se club na emodia ono Karim Zito obeba be ye bi obekọ waba kwa aba ene wasanso aba sanso na ogum aba be ye ne de okọ enti sana ebeto brebi no na empanyimfo mo Kotoko ina omu ni obiem na mom no Kotoko no supporters ne de mo be ho nti de bia no mo de mo support club mo support individual enti Sunday against Aduana Stars mo mani humo ewo Kumase Babaya Sports Stadium eno ensema Karim Zito enso edituja neno ena assistant coach edema Kumase Asante Kotoko sisia no Prince Yaw Owusu yebusa ne se enanu ya brada ya se ne wonim rante ni ye training no adai unim Kotoko problems ne dada na.
When they play against Lance Nakra, I was in the stands. I watched it myself, and I saw the first half how it went, and then the second half as well. So I knew exactly where we should start from, and then who I should keep my eye on, because I saw their individual performances. So I knew to watch some guys, and then after that, I went back to him and reported to him, hey, they were saying this guy is down. My friend, he doesn't look that bad. We can top it up just maybe 2-3 sessions. So this was something I was doing yesterday. So as you said, I know them already.
Assistant coach Edema Kumase Asante Kotoko Prince Yaw Owusu ene de sansem no tudwa o se Asante Kotoko team no onimomo na se na nu omo ne Accra Lions omo G3 no stance ni ma o hwebo ni bia nti ono no onim players ne how no crowd danti na ama o start training omo di intensive training enso sa Kumase Asante Kotoko no na former national chairman Edema Asante Kotoko chairman K5 or the nsema tudwa o se players ne de obia ni suni ne ban o obia ne ntete a onyaye na mom no team manager asede
player bi wo ho o man freedom e no chi bon ball ba ya ha no wo hwe ne ema ekwa o ma players freedom na akwa for pass ma bro enti na need akọ no ka ne sa so na sa ne ma ni na o se etwem o se hwe team manager ye sa adwuma ye team manager adwuma enti sa na akọ Kotoko ma ye supporters leaders me be transfer ahwe ayi ni ye
enti we ensema chairman K5 editor Jabra Ebusa ne say team no enti eba ne see players no ebi nantem na players no omo 29 club ni ade na o se da bi we team manager adwuma players ne de wugya omo a on be de omo pe ti wu team manager na team manager no eno nso ye ohini brenya na ye team manager Kumase Asante Kotoko chairman K5 enso ede kakra atuja na ye nwramo ewo head coach edema Nations FC Kasim Mingil Okanse edi nsem kakra to dwane yakobi zanze openi wa wunia Dr. Prosper Nateogum ya wona tiko ya jane kwan wa Asante Kotoko no se adwuma de sa adwuma no sa na tie.
Me, that's the nature of our job. But I mean, I don't know what informed them before sacking. I mean, I'm not. I don't get just that's the nature of our job. If they are not happy with your results or anything, it can happen like that. But me, I can't say anything about it. They own their club and they're taking their decision.
Entino Kasim Mingil, head coach at the Nations FC, and you all Kasasa so say Asante companion for no man a club near Omodia, and no munim baby Omodi club near El Contino, so almost ma Eja coach Prosper Nate Ogum Kwaya on the Ontimin Kahre, Nemum Ejumano sa netie, obey Obako Amobiaba. Nano Anna Yabusani say Karim Zito, and Abo, also Karim Zito, or GDD, or a big map, or betting I Ejumano.
Experience in Ghana football coaching, or let me call it. I know what he can do. I know what he can do. I can bring them up. I know what Tito can do. The younger generation, coaching generation, any some few groups here now, I'll see Achewo, and I know him very well. He knows me. We know I had players before turning to coaches, and I know what he can do. So, and in assistant, on my part, so he's a very good coach. When they pay, I think they can do something. They can revive their fortunes of protocol.
Enti eno eye Kasim Mingil Okanse head coach at the Nations FC eno Kasadefa Asante Kotoko new coach waba ebeso adwumanim eye Karim Zito so onim ne pa assistant coaching so onim no na omo de adwuma no omo te ase pantino ombetimi di Asante Kotoko asaba back to omo glory days no and so na owie no and I say Mingil sisia no Ghana Premier League no title race no yakoye 2-horse race o akojira baby any Gold Stars any Nations as or say it is not over until all is over.
We the winning no they do with 2 points. We have 6 matches to go. How is that over discourage you won't say we are still started contenders. If I know you're and you have 6 matches, we also have 6 matches to play. And you are leading the person with 2 points. So 6 matches in our Ghana, how many points? 18. So, and the person is leading with 2 points. So, it's not over until it's over.
So, Kasim Mingil Okanse, head coach at the Nations FC, and at the San Seven, and so at to the brass some passports, Yanini D and Komobebre. Now, away from Kasim Mingil, na Yenremu Ewo Ghana. Your national team no defender wa besum Ghana year pa Jonathan Mensah wa wunim ni bia wunim so do oboase a pa jo na na de fra branti we bana ho brase de a mi hu bi okromia na player o brand ho asesa no Jonathan Mensah na ekobisa ze openi na say no Blasters no ye nton ka biemo ye hu se Blaster no ye ma call up ade ball no waja agba no se he ene ya call up ne ba wa ye ready pa.
It's always an honor to get the call up, you know, not just even, okay, I'm there, I'm playing. No. When you get the call up, there's a whole process that goes into it where, you know, whatever you believe in, you go ahead, you pray, you thank whoever that's helping you, pushing you, get to wherever you want to go. But yeah, it's been an honor to, and I'm still available though. So don't say, you know, his time in the national.
Yes, Entino, Memo Biantana, Bianca say, wa Bakokra and Nimre Germany and the idea, Tino. I say, I dare say, or no dear, or I available. And they say, Coach Otuado, Eton in San Francisco, on Sambra, no major or may one pumping farmer Black Stars. Why ready pa? A son say, a yena who. So obeshe Black Stars and I say Ghana ye just you know they be say Jonathan I say no mokwaji 2009 under 20 championship ewiase nyina ewo Egypt eba ye mobile na ye de mokọ South Africa 2010 and amokọ bom homodin nenen so unuan kwada nso omonya kwanya Rera Blasters won no say nani agye pa san say young players no ohu omo national team na onu Jonathan nani agye.
Oh no, I'm not saying we should call on Otoado, we should, alert him or anything, but I am obviously not done playing, so but I love that I'm seeing the young blood doing their thing, helping the national team move in the right direction. Obviously, the African Cup qualification didn't go as we wanted. We wanted it to go. As a fan watching, if you are not playing, even if you're a current player, you're playing so well with your club. Let's say you get the call up this time, and then the next one you didn't get call up. You are a fan. Yeah, I'm always available, like I said earlier.
No, Jonathan Mensah Pajo and it is San Semino Etujano Abrantewe were represented Ghana World Cup on 2 occasions, 2010 and often so 2014 Brazil. Nani Abranten Osiakai Edema the Black Stars of Ghana and no Semino na Mumame African School Games Ekoso Ghana. They say University Sports Stadium and no Legon. Now so ye heard the wa enoma esifa echo and results na ebeba no yes Monfa Boys Division no omo results no and 2 screen so ma mentino and memma na fem no say ena echo they say Tanzania omni Benin akensie no ekowie etipenko bi ahye ne nyonko ekabako na Ghana mlantie no anase nkwada no omonso ebo kamienu editia Uganda omonso entimi ante South Africa enso ehye Algeria ekamienu a omonso entimi ante emaba wana fam no enonso sei ena na etie ewo emaba wana fam South Africa omanhye bi Uganda ebo omo ekabako ena afenso Ghana Eshebako Morocco omo entimi ante Benin enso etwa Malawi ekabakwa omo nso entimi ante na coach edema emema no meche Ghana team no emema no coach Kwaku Danso onekuta U15 team no nendra odi nkunim enso ewie no ena ode nsem sei etuja.
If you score 1 it's 3 points, if you score 5 it's 3 points, but win is a win. We've told them that we want to get close to the win. So they're happy attacking. That's all. But as I said, this is their first game. And we've observed so many things that are going to happen. And we believe that come our next game, they're going to see much improvement. And it was marvelous. But I will still urge the FA to organize more things to come and support us. Because we are playing and we need a cup. So supporting us will boost the morale of the players. So I will urge my boss is here to bring in more students to come and support us because it's happening. And they feel at home when the students are supporting them. Give me that confidence because if you score 1, it's 3 points. If you score 5, it's 3 points. But when it's a win.
Enti eno Kwaku Danso ono NAA U15 head coach and the San Semino etuja so mo hwani mu se tournament ne koso wo Ghana head ye wie no na chese Ghana enkwada no omatimi agi crew ano enso e de si wo mo na so se de asamoja ka se we no opportunity kese pa e de ma enkwala no enso ho na ema no head coach no enso Joyce Boate ono nso e de nsem kakra etuja na ochema endra omuni Morocco game no omunim se difficult game ne de na ebeden ba no mo ogidie se 90 minutes ne mra na we no na Ghana edin kunim.
Because we knew that it was not going to be easy. Now football has developed all over the continent. And if you want to underrate anything, then you are making a big mistake. So we anticipated that it wasn't going to be easy, just that we knew we were going to win by the end of the whistle. Because we knew that it was not going to be easy.
Eno enso emaba wano head coach Madam Joyce Boate ene de San Semino enso etimi etuja ye boache e de amount na momma me omo next game no na ye hwe de wa eno nso ebesifa ere akọ yes enti Ghana ye next game enso ena eda screen so ye bebo South Africa na ye wi a ya bo Algeria enso hono na afen so bibia etimi akoye ntino oye Ghana ni a o bompire no abobi e de ama under 15 team no said be ya e man mema ni nyina yenwie no na crew ano enso aka Ghana ha ya na bibia enso etimi aye kama na bibia enso etimi akoye nti ye begina we so na ye de afisem no enso etimi esia na no pay e wo full time ne so na cinco me kwade na me koi no endra coach Karim Zito nkomo na odi no o ka asem bia na ase eye me de kakra o say eye se kotoko enye omo philosophy na o say this is the direction of the club o he Barcelona yenim se Barcelona omo philosophy no say yentete nkwada ni promote omo from academy to the senior team o he Real Madrid Samson young call for big players na yen ensemble omo ne enfanje trophies Liverpool so omo direction omo do omo team uko na Kumasi Asante Koroko House of Folk there bibia ni was a coach we ba no ade na adwena na oba bia na agya oko enti me ndro kasa na mani age say this the time
me gram wan wasa da ina kotoko ni bisa
yes also oba ye no obusa safuduku say kotoko philosophy na way ebi ni ho
philosophy no ho na wonya ho coach
yes
there's a call abondia go for coach unim coach had never
unim players
what system nasi plan nasi the direction of the club what has endi menene adwen by
people you chrome ya football no administrators no and normal be omo ye no I think that it's hard time as omo ye normal right because your football ne kwa na ekofom ni nyina nso gina club administrators ya so omo nya omo agye so ombe ye normal bebre ye any empanyimfo omo da football na no nyina because ye he Champions League African Champions League ayebo ye he Confederation Cup ayebo ya se obi dada say kotoko etimi gi FA Cup no omo be ko Africa ko ye bibia se ni hu ma he kotoko team ma he African game no omo bo ma he Mamelodi Sundowns team ma he Simba team ma he team simple mo bia dada ye clubs na e Ghana ha Dream FC ade no omo ye no eye just a flash bi etimi happen wo football they said ye 2012 no obi ani na all of a sudden na Chelsea akoje Champions League no etaisi ba akopɛ ensi mienu miensa it is mo obi anada no ye clubs no obi ani obetimi akɔ Africa akɔ perform edru group stages akɔ to the semi-finals akoje trophy no
the ball ye ya na ze ye ni bia
because ye nya ya adwensi ye besua ye be ye normal right yenye normal yenye ya adwensi ye be normal right oh that is a problem because you rely on glory days in another tetemle no na ne ye ni say enti yenye ni say no football no sisi abe scientific ye bobo player tumrika ekwa ha ne yaba ye betimi a che say ene ball ne ye boy distance say na akovai busa se kotoko betimi abob game awie ni akofre player busa ne say akofre obi abi player we ene Ghana Premier League ope kotoko ope omu season start player bia starter ebe day but ene mame ko bia me internet sisi na me ko Liverpool number of minutes players bia abo ba Ghana Premier League ubeti be busa say Baseke Holy Stars unim players dodo a o ma ball matches o ma ball yellow endra a Friday is a kotoko game it took a player to tell them say match no when you 3 yellow cards to a sure on a mad day and san empanyimfo hu say no enti a normal at a sad time as empanyimfo start so be normal right because you born no yentimi nya ni say ya ne asole African Brazil ne de hwa e ho esoro nkoye efom nkoye na we Tanzania for Ethiopia no ma take you over nanka first ye bo countries we nyina football no mo nka hu but it says Rwanda
over for best place kra
tia players ni kaye $5,000 na the mo player
can no obi no go to player kaye
na ade no onye ni ye no edu for 2 months na Ghana Premier League team social media account no post to hwe o sorry a wo so unya sponsor
club license and phone say cause team bia kura obo Premier Division bia ne hu say sika sei no wo or sponsors you bet him there to a place.
I'm learning oh, but I'm paying for your omunya so omu
I think maybe 10 teams crown a ball league no but
now Scotland yeah Ghana economy yes in Scotland on how many clubs 12 club league
omu gumusa no dia do be
yeah the ko 18 mo wan do 20 near kosa enti no a start time a clubs and so yen kan kire omu nya bibia na fa because minyi say Liverpool omu sisi omu ne Adidas contract omo be
Liverpool they work actually
there be o me say club no mentena say FA nkofa contract mbra FA nkofa sponsorship mbra wo club ne nso pebi
sir
ya clubs no money sponsor
and so onya attractive better than sponsor
eno ne asem no enti wo ye ni ya na wo wi a wakobo FA ne so bo say o me kra me ye club no e bia metimi de ye company we omo ma me e bia afimu ni nyina omo ba me e bia 1 million Ghana cedi the sponsor me come tino efe no nso mpa bi meka ho ba ye club wo mu ni hwe
Orlando me dase pa Orlando no anti wadwapa wa hiti anopai Sir Prince atna se Philip atna se Sir Prince shasia mai
nsemna zinku Orlando di wie no unim let me tell you one thing here so offer kotoko particularly na so the proper assessment here. You must say when was the last time among 4 shots say so mu say kotoko performance near bad. And when was the last time and I say emrebe na etwa yehu say there's some indiscipline in the kotoko team. Say na akwa the major topic there players need indiscipline and amount omonomonsa womanizing omonantem and akwa the major issue there much say na the problems in there. You must say, when was the last time you said there? We've been talking about it consistently here. We've been talking, and no quite kahumbi, and I'm at the communicate about one thing. The communication director, say, or more moke kaka sans and the faculty munjai because I bring the players ne crowd down. Look, Kotoko played against Samatex on board draw. So Bekaya. Kotoko board draw against Samatex. Or boy young apostles board draw. Look at the poor performance on the Holy Stars a boy. Aside Holy Stars, no aside meeting a few on it through democracy. Even before that, na Brekum Chelsea game no on it through democracy. It was that controversial issue. See players may not crash okay. And I can once them say players no muti crash be say and crash. Ma go nearby lead to that goal. And with all this, no, now quite say a sequences are ACC. I say BB basing at warning. We saw all these things. And yes, say 50 precope and a kotoko issue be by a 50 precope, that's what they are. Issue be no. It takes time, consequence, and I say sequences be ba. And then ubehuwe, adecha behuwe. But what was the actions taken? What was the actions taken to, condemn and now say, immunize these issues now internally, and sana AP. Look, my main can say Minchel. That indiscipline I come once. Only say 2 types of indiscipline. When it main can say when it comes to this issue now I come about kotokona. The tactical indiscipline. And the character of a player, one kasa usubai, how indisciplined you are, and I say, one kasa usubai, the way I will see your name. And when you talk about the tactical indiscipline, and no any dear coach actually, see in Yako training, on the training grounds, ya match where you ya babo 4-3-3, and here Justice Blay, on our defensive midfield, in team Manuba number 8, Abia Emmanuel and Cuba the number 10, bet Oba Kwaba, near Chiramo the on the field. Kwame Poku na be lead line no abeta mo bia na abeda on the right side Pitami do akwa na abeda on the left side make sure so oje ball na atwe ba ku mienu aye crossing Fabra inside because Kwame Poku honom onye crossing mra na abeta mo anso aba beka no ho ibenya Emmanuel Nchi onso arrived late in front of the 18-yard box. These are the tactics moko training ye kwakire mo ye tell say ebia o twe ba ku mienu a always you should be looking at your right hand side because ebia ye bema Patrick Esiedu are overlapping into Peja tables what no ho into bobo ne kwatu ma no. The tactics that the coach is ever throw, these are the ones from training grounds you transfer the ball on the field. But you be we know training grounds you be kwakodu on the field. Now dia ya che bia let's say Justice Blay ade a chen say una be the defensive midfielder una obe gina defenders nanim ni ebe hu na Justice Blay nam 7 yebe hu na Justice Blay nam 10 ebi o nam 9 e kwa akopegu ahye yebe hu na Justice Blay nam 3 a it is tactical and discipline because the actual no wanya because say ya catch us say we nti say wo Justice Blay uro na edema wa ma enye Emmanuel Ntwi na ba be ya ma because ono ni nim say wo de enie me nso me de enie. And no, and the tactical and discipline. What you are taught. No, I will do park. No, why I just say, oh dear, obey what you want. And then the player character and discipline also honum. And no, a man for air can who say me and no more massem and a late night course next manema alcohol. No. As a player, you should be tactically disciplined and also character wise, you need to change it. You must say players are mobile kotoko. Oh, me successful no. You're not supposed to do Komaya. They mention players' names and they tell you how a player can fast or be that kind of player. No? And baby, I'm Swami Honum. I am say Mantemu din. I am a mirror feet a honum. But baby, last time a chair was Obeka or Honum say me that kind of bipo baby a school one.
Yeah.
There was one particular man there. Only man needing command. And so who said this the work I do. Only needing command. I look at you say, Prince, boys now more so I'm saying it there. Or talking about the olden air guys, no more born the
yeah.
I'm to say Bianca no papa say never bear 4. Sorry no. Not training be or mood do or quan so no. And you mre unko baby abeko bi amram enwumrebe say 7 na train you say dino enti wo ne nice say na esi wonom no kra no e kire wo say bibi woni mu obetimi abo 90 minutes bre kra wo mre bi adentia because no ana papa no therefore na awada no wasore ebobe pama na akoma hu team fifre say ya enwumre the same thing and o make sure say the football no and no hu ne say in a career enti no focus much more on any other aspect of air life bia or focus much more on the football no bibia about e kwan be na me fa so am stay fit bia say me emphasize Steven Oduro na compete here. You need to be extraordinary to compete with Steven Oduro. Enti kwan be na me fa so am stay fit to compete with him. Yen fambre ni mu ya kwa no Eric Abna Bekwen mo na Natana Samuel Mudi. So if you want to compete with someone like Bekwen with the number of goals near dene niema oye okotoko na, just imagine as a striker there now be you need to do far above one kasa wa hoden because when him say Bekwen obedina park ne so a obe deliver. And the little chance now obenya no also want prepare yourself for like you cannot outplay him. And always omo adwene na say how to be disciplined with omo kasa personal life and also on the field. The tactical discipline also honum. They understand say this is what we are told to do at this point in time. And this is what we are supposed to do at this point in time. But yemu say enei kotoko boy say omo honum say that tactical discipline e bi wo ho. Character discipline e bi wo ho. No. And said the measure as a mechanic, a sequences, a chassis, and there was nothing done to stop it. And I did the Muadiaba bedroom. Season be ended, Yapamo 15 to 20 players. Yakwa 15 to 20 players, your mamba. Oh, you say, yeah, total overhaul. And once say, Bonibi Womoa. Yapamo be 20 players. I mean, say, the engineer and I show my year free meboa. And Yakwa new players, your maba. Meaning, see, you born in every Maka the who say Bebuan and their babishim. But Yakofa the Bebuan their bishim no. Not the Bebuana and their bishim Asako and they up as I are dear na. See the previous season na. Yes, in Yaman Kuyeno. Kotoko last season, name is in and webinar. Yes, I call run as Ababisimiana. Difference view. The same thing. He say no, and a player in discipline, and the new coach will issue, and a way person Obama way, and a way pay asem, and we are koji we get, and we konoma kohon away none. You see the problem here. And with all these things, you can never progress. Mameka say minchro. Say see oko Kabiti say Ali. Africa says so the most dominant side right now. I am here can history. Apostle or Ali and some man was and only or more. unze me saa holding days na me no omo ana omo wo at that present time no ono omo kasa straight away they tell you say Ali nkenya ne seso kra ne kotoko anase nye ne tipen sesa na e kanya ne tipen kra ne kotoko. But now look at the gap we bie de atokotoko mu. He see am no kase okwa alia onim say Ashraf Benchaki onim ska oje 3.5 million. Listen to this
Million what?
3.5 million euros and Ashraf Benchaki eje. Listen to this menka outside the menka say African continent your African continent yaso Benchaki je 3.5 million. Ubenya Abranti FN every Sam Abu Ali also did 3.5 million. Listen to this. Ubenya Obi to say Reda Salim also did 1.8 million. And these are millions now making 1 euros
annually.
Debbie, yes, I'm talking about annually.
Your club budgets.
But we say 1 million euros krano. Ghana has say club bena ye be ko season more dey any budget say oh me budget for the year.
You ko bo na ko jiska o.
You get a point I'm making here.
You ko bo ko jiska. O budget be.
Cinco, the problems in here are Orlando Canensem now also we hit you know. It is the a reality, the fact and I know what they go akwan no. Because it's very difficult with Kotoko Club now, with House of Folk now, with Bibianu Gold Stars now, with Nations, whatever they are doing now. It can never compete beyond the shores of Ghana.
The mad thing are when say Bibia so nkyere say e be changes bi kura be ban na na ochina.
That's the problem we have.
And no man says
that's the problem we have. And look, if there will be any pace setter, it should be Kotoko. If there will be anyone or best setting the pace for others to follow, it should be Kotoko. Do you know the reason why I'm saying that? Over the years, you have this consistent reoccurrences e Kotoko bebre. And consistently, you won't say 4% mutu one among yes, I didn't through a blockade that kind of I mean, can say consistent reoccurrence, never you know. Yahuni bebre. And this time around, you ain't train the power. Say, Malay Jabba or Honum. Yes, I had the carry music to Ababe Kahon. And you already know, said there's a certain question appear there. Listen to this, there's a certain question appear there. And looking at these great minds, at the end of the season, there will be a coach. And just like I said, Kotoko Kofa coacher, say Ogumako, not say Kotoko the new coach ba. It should be a coacher or a high and top. And to listen to this, the mentality of Kwesiapia is there. Malay Jabel is there. And Obiani Malay Jabel, how are Osia influential, even the playing days, Ewa Kotoko. And on the African terrain, any footballing system, now the whole city as here. What the carry used to Abekao and say and open the best coach in Ghana now recently, per what he did with Dreams FC outside the shores of Ghana. No, believe you me, you can never mention names and leave Karim Zito out.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
On the match, no Ghana League, no say no disrespect to anyone. Say Club BG Ghana League now, abe normal. It has become a normal routine. Acquire say league now you afford to the stand say we are club now ball home. No disrespect. Bibianu Gold Stars, Mediema, Samates, Moniema na omo ye no. Me disrespect you omo. But what I want to draw people's attention to say Ghana Premier League say nejen IFO. The moment you put in a small effort biano, we are extraordinary. No ase obi ho aba abeje. But Kotoko is having a great minds there. And if only so they would want to do something extraordinary. Next season, it shouldn't be about some players now. No. There should be a proper laid out plan. And yes, Bibiani Gold Stars is or more than pa. And yes, season end there. Oh, Yanko Bibiani Gold Stars, Yanko for player bako, Yanko be a nations, Yanko for Pfizer Chewete, Yanko be a high. No, it shouldn't be like that. At least Kotoko should have a proper plan. Yanko for player waiting up, and this is what we are expecting from the player. And also goes on the African air continent, outside the shores of Ghana. Yes.
Wow. Okay, what?
Because openly their question, excuse me to say, and so new time.
Sabi, me does it. Yeah, Philip, Yanti enjoy.
Yanko outside and go for players and bra. Ube to meet you Mokai. That is the issue. Ube then with here, Ube boy Reda Slim, Wesam Abu Ali, Ashraf Benchaki, Siko Moje Ewa Ali.
Yeah.
And Sikana players Najeno, a club be that is yearly budget. A club be yearly budget 3.5 million euros. and dollars, euros, and euros was soro and dollars. But these are the monies people are taking in a year. And so no, for you to at least compete, for you so to me equal to what these North African countries, as a North African clubs no area no. The only thing is that you have to raise the standards of remuneration. Yaka remuneration na players ni tiomo ye. Maybe I believe in this thing, money, sika, eya adie nyina.
Ndu ko fa player na ba. No tu ya ye.
Yes.
No deliver amount.
Yes.
When deliver no jan kwan.
It is very simple. Because until that, you know, any we can't know when idea jina.
Say a level any.
They say a level
no ani.
Yen tum say a level no. It said the ekeka kwei. Omo ko Africa nations and go stars no cry ba ko pe ne kana ya. The omo ko Champions League nations and as go stars. Ba ko na ko a Champions League. Confederations Cup no. Kotoko and as Brekum Chelsea. And the other two teams are more FA Cup no. But I couldn't Confederations Cup. That is our level. When him say Orlando, one of the people are constantly every day be an Kotoko training grounds. Me who one issue with Kotoko Orlando nim. And Orlando was very bold to tell us say Kotoko performances now as how they pay firm. And I've never been impressed since I'm Mr. Maria Kotoko. Since I joined that is Sarah 1. I've never been impressed with that Sanse Kotoko. Fitness concerns, no, ya can want some baby, and not be evidently clear. He said Kotoko for Kotoko to compete and for Kotoko to get to the top again, no, a better key years. And my new ones, don't let us tackle ourselves and laugh.
And I'm one last season. What your players be quite. Think he said the following season come by no more hit to the ground and Najele Ghana.
You
so
see,
if there are proper plans in place, and we could have better as well, players we could have background zone here time because 1 + 1 in football can never be 2.
The idea of going to internalize Brekum Chelsea, Adriana, and what have you, picking their best players and assembling them and getting a better team, you know, MWA. Quality and standards of Ghana football now are dropping. And yet the same. Now let me tell you, Kotoko for a player, Sunye Yakuba, from Burkina Faso, Eba Ghana. Sunye Yakuba, and they will call a Tanzania, or one of the best teams in Tanzania, or what Tabora FC. And now Tanzania, maybe a winning Tanzanian football. Or more like your friend Ligi Kurubara, and Ligi Kurubara, the best team in Tanzania, Yanga. The second best team is Simba. The third one is Azam. And sir, what about team na Bright J Coin, Singida Black Stars? What if Singida Black Stars are Tabora FC? Tima, Omono, as we are mid-table teams, or Tanzania. I want to Sunye Yakuba Ebo. But you have no idea the kind of sika Sunye Yakuba, AJ or Tabora in Tanzania. Instead of Ghana, yadi nina, and say, ye players ne kayi. But I want also no blame clubs ni bebrea. Na nye but who blame you on be ya clubs no so your money my now go to so me no ka say for phone now what they call all the clubs who compete in the Ghana Premier League could be a website na stories said that ho say stories ni updated ana nye nyoma yi nyoma na ye no nye sika o for you to get money no e say wo su afidie ansa wa hye aboa ye clubs ni update ye hu yi into no nei scout no wo person players wo tete no wo ton na wunya sika emu odu now and I want to ton players crown call big teams in Africa and a Ghanaian players buying about Ali Ghanaian, how many Ghanaian players na about Yanga, how many of our players na about Zamalek any Esperance mo wo come am Lodi Sundowns obe Ghanaian player and the Sundowns omo Africa Sundowns are looking beyond Africa. Sundowns are looking in South America. The South penetrating the South American markets. And then where's Sundowns team they see now? Lucas Ribeiro is a Brazilian. Marcelo Allende is from Chile. Wako Chile, Akofa player. Meanwhile, Marcelo Allende could have gone to Europe and play for one of those teams there. But then they know a brand friend Marcelo Allende is playing for Sundowns because Sikana Oji or SA no and also change your Europe Obenya. Sundowns are certain standards. We say whatever the players are earning in Europe, no, we can pay them better in the league in South Africa. Now go to Ali. When Omulusi Persitao or Kofa Gradisa. Gradisa is a Serbian of Serbia. I didn't know of Serbia. Serbia could have gone to any of the leagues in Europe. But by Egypt, when Persitao, Peso Mosimani, Efi South Africa, joining that is Ali in Egypt, you know, what happened was Persitao was playing for Brighton in the Premier League. But Persitao Eba Ali, because the players are paid well. But go and check Ghana your teams, you know, and they on my websites no crying updated. Most of these clubs, how many teams have Ghana Premier League? 20, right? 18.
Is 18?
18 clubs, you know. Messi also in your time. Never say how many of them no websites cry updated. Who person we hear statistics and so person will check a fact about these clubs and say more historical stuff, sir. Would you be updated? And we issue and open metia makavelem to Holland and some makavelem to yes. But then no, you can be here and Kabasake Holy Stars Ewansama because me a part of Nzama into minimum Nzama wo ye pa into minimum Basake Holy Stars. But what about my brother? I won't call Nzama paying only Nzama. So he has no knowledge about Nzama, but person research about Nzama or better than our research. Because the club's website, you know, and you're up to speed. Historically, who from websites are, who know anything about their history, or more tradition, the culture, no, who know anything about them. Into your clubs, in bed de pesa. That is the problem. Into no, me, I am a clubs needs to say, your sponsors, no sponsor be an ear leg, no so any idea here. Sometimes no blame me if but me no me blame me if I will never blame them. I will never blame the FA. Catherine Simeon or Krekunin in penning for, I will never blame them. Clubs now so young money on my they will attract the biggest of sponsorship packages. And the clubs are moody there in the Ghana Premier League, you know. You have no idea. Accra Lions and Rich Yomoko signed a partnership agreement with Frankfurt in Germany. And I yes. Until we Simco, Metias and Mbebe Bobo. Now say any of these clubs in Ghana bar. Where do you think Memenako Accra Lions? Simple. Because I want to born year at a useful age, you know, a chance to travel to Germany. And I'm going to go players say no more turn to Germany. How many players no more turn to even Africa, let alone to go to Europe? Into the clubs in Angasano, you my ye, and I may a dippy. Now, Prince Casa, many are green power. Ghana Premier League Negiano. They say 3 seasons in a row. The last 2 seasons has been won by Western Region. Samatex, BBA, that is Samra Boy, Mediama, Takwa. The Omoye no so exceptional and say they invested very well. And Omo remuneration levels, you know, were very top. And they bought these teams to win the Ghana Premier League. And there be someone say, Kodokwane Hats, no, say, no, I say a dio and a bra teams in Abo. And the team be a Beshia Kodokwa who say, a normal game. But men who say a normal, sir, because of ye knew maybe a yen, a man be a normal. And how to folk, what is a water or more pen up?
Oh, yeah.
So what is how to folk? Into winning the consistent managerial changes, you know, and also another factor, a higher teams, you know. And mind you, Kotokwane Hats, you know, or more teams are, or more result oriented teams. Omo teams are woko ho a enya fi no be matrama kwe me beye bia hwe de bi enu na prosper na te ogum ya pam no
mo so nto ho place
you see
say na be codes no so ba
but the availability of materials quality na we and America no and I want to mean Guinea crown of a player.
It is a house near results oriented team there. What are personal players no more the coach bar
and Nuntinka how to folk by now. In case so many players be at least a top player be from Zambia, a top player be from South Africa. Now there you go.
And yet to Botoma. Only sponsor be a bit mama discaze.
Into Brenner House of Folk Bonina. House of Folk once upon a time were continental club masters. House of Folk Ayako Mwasani. The year 2000, they conquered the whole Africa. They won the CAF Champions League and won the CAF, that is the Super Cup, beating Zamalek. in the CAF Super Cup. In the year 2004-2005, almost share Kotoko, edged the maiden edition of the Confederations Cup. And I had to look, what are we saying? At the end of the year, and I had to look, cry Bob one away, I had to look for now. No, William crashes show. And the Ghana has to look the Kotoko, Abe, normal.
No, go to place away.
Yes.
Baby,
so listen, and players no more banging now. So, Obia when it's him say, on Tina Ghana and che, and you play Bia wish so better than Ghana Bobo. I'm telling you facts because of the way the rates at which football are driving at, and the football now be a business. A human ye no, ye Bob Brand say ye Bob Bra asa ko hefi. Into no baby or ko benye scan bebre no, and one na adwen down. Okay. It's and then we are against a player and Bruno be dedicating no bebre. Obe dedicating no, obe dedicating no 1-2 seasons. The next season obe press obe ko nanim.
Okay, so
on Sinanche,
yes, strength administration no. Near strengthen playing body. Near strengthen technical team now bomb by human is simple. Won't mean strengthen by River Konanga so hard here. Because you will be great minds behind us in Dino.
Adia ku ye two teams Kodokone Hearts no. Because we are result oriented clubs. Because they are two of the most glamorous clubs in Ghana. They are the two most glamorous clubs in Ghana. Omuno Mabobra, Kodokone Hearts, Ghana ha no team. Omuno Mabobra. Intino, wo banasa wo ye ni ye. Na check a crazy pe ombapamo. But you see the constant changes in management. And also na have both teams, you know. Because you see and for the last 5 seasons, Prince Betumi Abuami. How many coaches na kono kwafa? How many coaches?
Mama family go so I mean.
No, bro, me bra Prince Abuami.
Be somewhere around more than five coaches
in the last 5 seasons. Yes.
Because most of the times why Kotoko timi saki coach.
Yeah.
Wabra omo fan by season end just like they've done to Ogum.
Yeah.
In the past be 5 years. Now I think say Kotoko betimi afa be 3-4 coaches. If I'm not mistaken.
But when him said team be crowd to me signings we have some mark of
yeah.
And when him said and you expect Ghana football to raise standards control. And they are some okay. Now listen, when Liverpool were going through that barren spell, and Munji Premier League from the 90s, Erbano, because how many coaches no money omuye juma.
Okay, man.
Some more chronology of a manager coaches are for Liverpool, and they young club best stabilizing your man. We am best show.
Okay, yan to us 0551 931 931 0551 931 931 0548 931931 yemfa mokoso no kakra ana omuzo mra mechire o madwinti ranse ya magic na mame na memfa me kosi 0551931931 0548 931931 okay hello 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 okay hello hello
hello
yes sir hello hello okay hello
hello
yes sir
yeah, it's my job.
Okay, yet your chief.
You're more kind my idea, more Kasaka. Now, teaching Kotokone half in some American. Your name is found, he said. Said your Moka said, see, it's now one upon Casa. And I could say to them for Ano to Tim Colano so upper at time. Maybe at the end say, Kotokone has see right with that too much. Sabora, a never taking a Kotoko airport. Yeah, Kim Tina and I was Kotoko supporters. One concentrating your team to say a bear for beauty sati
Okay, Penny Yate Wakasa no more. I break is but why are these watching our dream? Hello? 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 Okay. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Atawana Kusi Kojuku.
Okay, you do Anna.
And I can say some five from Mama Basso. Now, and that's Asana, a board draw. Yes, right. I said the draws and I lost to do. What I said, for league, the empty. I can't play. I was a giant, you should can't listen. They will draw with the Asana Fancy Ninja home. And John Cotano, one format is not going to win in my template with the men who can't channel. Now, what's the quarter company for Mama Basso? I was a coach in Mr. I was the coach in the league, not James Leafy Cup. In fact, coaches were experienced. Not so they just start two processes. And the catch coach in Sabanoban, a Cosconabano, and I league in the so you know they were responsible for the DBTA. And you never point to be one. This match is to go 18 points. Then said, yeah, Tito, yeah, Edinidi, said, yeah, at the end of the year, and that was score. If you don't league in the MPF Cup and the boss, not being a coach in Wakano, the person so tactical coaching the better more so the bomb pass over to my abject in them. At the Costco and Kumbi and a better fancy game.
Okay, Benny, that's hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir, boss. Yeah, to you, Chief.
Hello.
Bajo, yeah, to you.
Yeah, make a first thing is I wasn't ready.
Yeah, Frosty.
Your friend is Syria.
Yeah, to you. Go ahead. Okay. Yo, Obani Yate pa. Okay, hello. All right. 0551931931, 0551931931, 0548931931. Yamfa mokoso no kakra. Okay. Hello. Okay. 0551931931, 0548931931. All right. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay, so Prince now okaza na
me say me ankasa me boss Mr Prince Edubofo.
Yeah.
Mr Prince Edubofo na baby o na me dey na me nkru di ankasa de me nya de anopo wutie nzo na che me adwuma when it comes to camera photography anyway na no na che me wutie nti enche na kwanson koso pa Mr Edubofo nyame nhira pa.
All right. Hello. Hello. Okay. All right. 0551931931, 0551931931. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Abani yetio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sinko bibi fine.
Bibi I fine also.
Fascini.
Oga Zafren. Oga Zafren.
I'm a boy, Juma. Me say, but the point of me, you engage that single back. There was a support system and management in your ministry. Changes of coaches and one. It's a more get. So, I'm a signing my tire.
Oga Zafren.
Over free.
Yo. Obani Matimida say hello.
Talented players were but they do baby. No more bonus started to go for. Especially has no protocol players. No we need call almost any man. And you saw some money to one.
on board one of the pija. You also do need to form up there, Beba. You want the name, the moment of a touch, I am a some and the performance as here, as you perform. Tomorrow when you go.
How many would in this house? Who
pay your movie, a could be no not that is all your master. Almost any idea. Who pay to baby if you appear no. So you won't tell you, and some more adding. Every your mobile grammar. But a young officer, my my ship will be a body so. We more fairly. Your first say, Uncle Bonus Matthew. Intimately, you, Madame Marcy.
Okay, Benny at yes, da Sinti, young fancy, na young farm birthday wishes to us, Mamma. Happy birthday to my daughter, Princess Gloria Usu Bema from Ajwa, Dubai. And wishing a daughter, Princess Gloria Usu Bema. Oh, Mamma is always happy birthday, pa. Namishra na on Tunko na Meneo birthday. Naminshra no nyumfra dumunkwadu. Special happy birthday to Ruth Amwa, CEO of what? Emerald Collections at Tadi New Market from Kerchri Obi of Sompa TV in our show. So happy birthday to Ruth Amwa, happy birthday to you. So happy birthday to Hartwell from Orlando. Orlando is here for birthday wish you ma Hartwell. Hartwell nyamishra na onyoke na onto nkonem. Hewda mensa wo kumase moye a makeup artist from your best friend Nana Joa. Also wish you happy birthday pa Hewda mensa nyamishra na onyoke se. Happy birthday wishes from Ajenim Giovanni, wishing her sister Presla. Or say may God grant your heart desires and live long. Meno aye ababa wa friend is Ajenim Giovanni ne nyankopo nshira na onyo kese na de uye bia enye nshira. Happy birthday to you Presla. Enti anu ye se ne siti enti yenyina so na yemfa show ni na nsi ana nyankopo ya adomo china yense nshia na de kembia yemfa metwam so yewura mu Sompa 106.5 FM in Accra